Welcome back, comrades, to the TSSSR, and we're led by the most equal Victoria Brand at the moment. She's got an eye for talent. She's resilient and a fortifier, so we can finally go and fortify our borders now that maybe these guys will become at least non-enemies too. And let's see where we want to settle next. So we've claimed the Albright and Thoughful system. And maybe we'll go Landine. That's a very valuable system, as you can look at here. It's got a total of 16-ish resources and a very valuable alloys here. We've got Tiersonia with an archaeological site even, and Gedexus with another planet. Only size 13, and then, well, then it gets a little bit disappointing rather, but there's 2 planets out there. And at one point in time, we might settle them. Then we have this. That would be, of course, really good. Crook's Coin Corporation is also in there. So just in case they want to risk anything here, just in case, we might settle these so they don't come with strange ideas and settle here. Right? That wouldn't be good for us. That would be really bad, because there's the rubricator in the lane system. Ha! Then there's the option to go this way. There's a desert world, and then there's some variable resources, and that's also still okay. That's a little bit terrible, but Rookbot seems to be a good one. But on the other hand, you don't want to be too close to fanatic xenophobe fallen empire. So not Rookbot, not Scat, maybe Ijagin, and maybe Oblion. Oblion, rather that, and Old Yars here, these 2. And this thing we can claim later, or if we need one alloy. Ooh. So we might claim these, but I think we have time there, so it's something about going this way, to Gedexus at least, then claiming these 2, Lothandra and Lane, to get access to the rubricator. And then maybe Polgara, if we're getting out of archaeological sites, and then going into this direction, might be a good idea. These guys, no one is going to threaten them for the time being. It's it's a little bit too dangerous. Look at that. They know 2 unidentified empires. And that's also something we want to look into. Can you give us some communications? That would be something to know, right? Communications. Maybe we can get them some resources and they give us some communications. But what resources do they need? Let's see. Well, we're producing a good amount of food and minerals at the moment. So let's see if we... Nah, minerals, not so much. Food, maybe? Not anymore. Food is out of it. Yeah, that's the problem with Grand Admiral AIs. They really, after a while, they don't need any base resource anymore, ever. So you have to give them exotic resources or something like that. Or maybe consumer goods. Let's see. Yeah, consumer goods is working. Maybe a couple of them. Very slight couple. 10 consumer goods for some communications. Here we go. So here we go. Hey there, we got some communications. And now? There's a Leviathan down. Thorough scans have revealed the cause of Gedexus 2B's odd metal composition. The moon is the crash site of dozens of massive spaceships larger than anything we could have ever imagined. Their construction dates back several million years ago. Materials will surely come in handy. Wow! What is that? Now that thing is becoming really good. What is that? It's cool. It's really cool. So, and let's see. Do we have now more communications? No, we just gave them 10 resources. Great. Just great. Okay, all right. Yeah, so our constructor is going over there. And then this constructor is... Oh, a natural wormhole. We have detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Can-Hijal system. A rift in the very fabric of space-time has formed here, comrades, creating a wormhole that our scientists speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located somewhere else in our galaxy. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass through it would be ripped apart in seconds. It could somehow be stabilized. Here we go. And there's also a desert world here that we're going to look into. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. So yeah, we have some open workplaces, so no need to do something right now here. We'll just continue our paths. And the colonizer is on the way to the so-called Rilsamot system for now. And so we're gonna go this. What is that? Construction ship TSSSR Soviet Speed has encountered a hostile HIVE nest fleet in Canadrius and is currently attempting to evade them. What, a HIVE nest? What? An alien hive? Fast-moving attack craft are hitting our mining stations in the Canadrius system. These unidentified aggressors swarmed out several previously dormant asteroids in the belt that are now displaying huge power signatures. We can only surmise that these asteroids serve as some kind of hive for a previously unknown spaceborne life form. Whatever they are, our expanding mining operations seem to have provoked them into action. They're coming in fast. Goodness me. Ah! That's a little bit much. Flee. Where can you go? You want to go to Rilsamot? You need to go to Ojas or something like that. Flee! Flee! Retreat! Goodness me! What is that? Retreat! Retreat! 20 days. We have an encounter in Hekar, the Lambda aliens. It's interesting, and we need to investigate. Oh. Lambda aliens. Here we go. Interesting, yeah. Oh, goodness me. Go, 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 go away. Go away. We've fled. Missing in action. Yeah, because... Oh my goodness me. The hive has awakened, my friends. What does that mean for us?
Anomalous readings detected.
There's another anomaly in the Rukbat system. Impressive structure litter Rukbat 8's surface, practically begging for some archaeological work. We need to research. Woo! This alien hive.
Special inquiry concluded.
And space amoebas. The entities encountered by our fleet some time ago are new spaceborne life forms. Quickly nicknamed Space Amoeba, following an analyst's gross misreading of initial sensor output, the creature is in fact larger than the average human corvette. Despite its apparent orneriness, the further study is warranted. We can remotely monitor the creature and its kin from Earth. Pacification or study? We can learn to coexist. Fascinating creatures. We don't want to pacify them. They are fascinating, of course. Does that mean to tame them? I really don't know what that means, actually. Studying them? Or pacifying them? What would we do? We can learn to coexist. Yeah, that's actually what we want. So let's trust this. Something about our fleet seems to agitate the spice movers. If we could somehow isolate what this something is, we could reduce the aggression or completely mask our ships from their senses. Yeah, we'll do that too. We'll do that too. Goodness me, now we've lost Canadrius.
Well, that will set quotas back. Well, that will set quotas back.
Goodness me, we're losing this. It has been too good. It has been too good. Are we building something in Landin? Not yet. Let's build an outpost. We'll pacify ourselves with that. My goodness me, Canadrius. Taking us out. Boosh. The hives. The return of the hives. My goodness me, what is that? Let's have a look. We cannot. Our scanners can make no sense of the strange vessels. Are we getting... xenophobes right now? They don't seem to attack our station, only the mining stations for some reason. Now, Edic Monolithic. Rukbat 8 is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotaphs carved from some mineral not native to the planet. Evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastically it must surely be fictional. Surely. We'll image them for the archives. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah, let's know more. Are they attacking here now? No, they're not attacking. So I mean, we have to stay under the radar for now, I think, because this is a little bit, yeah. I mean, the loss of influence
System
is just so
resources
tough.
analyzed.
The loss of minerals is kind of okay. It's not that bad. A new archaeological site. Asteroid blast door. Where is this? Where is this? In Kenhijal. A collision with a small asteroid has revealed a small blast door or airlock extending slightly from the surface of BT-193. It appears to be thousands of years old and had previously been concealed by rocks and dust. For unknown reasons, scans cannot penetrate the asteroid's interior, and the blast door is impervious to conventional cutting tools. To learn what is behind this door, a team would likely have to dig their way towards the center of the asteroid from another direction. Whew. So many secrets. So many secrets. Let's hope the hive doesn't expand. This is...
Establishing means of production.
I'm just understanding that establishing means of production. Which means we have landed here. And this is going to be a new sector too. The sector with a strange hive in it. What do we have here? Oh, look at this. A gateway. Just great. Just great. Ooh. Survey is completed. Through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting equal findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Earth. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued search of strange life forms. Excellent! And a good bunch of money and research too. Here we go. London, 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 London. Oh yeah. Building that, and that's a good system. And still we want Polgara.
System resources analyzed.
So we've got this, and yes, still we're doing something more. The Grasping Claw Nebula. That doesn't sound friendly for some reason. I don't know. It's just a hunch.
Anomalous readings detected.
Where do we have our anomalous readings? Here. In the Erjani system, we're receiving a weak signal from the surface of this planet. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beacon. We'll find out.
Transmission incoming. Discourse anticipated.
A research agreement proposal, also from the Crooks coins. We'll do that. Because we really value peace. And hopefully that will lead to peace. And to some more research for us as well. Yeah, we're all busy with special projects here, right? And the super solid materials. Our planets are still very, very basic. We also don't know what Vlor is. Maybe Vlor is connected to these hives, I don't know. What have we found out now? The Last Stand. Where's that? Here. In the Sol system, the archaeology team on Venus has found another ancient digital archive. This too consisted mostly of logs, but there was one journal entry of particular interest. The ship has taken off. We know they'll succeed, but there was no sense of hope or high spirits as they left. We know that the mission and the work we've done here are wrong. Despicable. But the alternative is worse. That is one of the last entries found at the ancient facility. Not much of a closure, but at least plenty of technological discoveries were made. Maybe there's more. Yeah, there's more. We must find out. Nadia, you're on it. You're eager to see that. And we've found an ancient survey marker on this small moon. A small, short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Iriani 6. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Fascinating, and also very good. But really, to dare to build something here, oh no. Just no. The probability The probability conundrum. We have gotten a report from Science Officer Mr. Tolya Kapov. It seems that a ceramic container is circling the star Gedexis. Most peculiar. It should obviously not be there, yet somehow it has managed to find its way into a close orbit. A special project is there to investigate the container and try to deduce how it ended up there. Yeah, we want to investigate, of course. Let's investigate. Here, and then from Gedexis we'll go further. Here. Simply the best. That is our scientist.
Special inquiry concluded.
Oh, and now reports of deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones, yeah, we had that back on Earth. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves, judging by the state of the processing equipment. The drones seem to lack any diplomatic common protocols, at least any decipherable by the thoughtful Stellaris Socialist Soviet Republics, TSSSR, and react with hostility to human ships entering the system. Their presence in the mining drone expansion initiative system is intriguing, and we should attempt to learn more about them. Yeah, a listening post
Updated.
On Earth. That would be it. Let's see. There's drone study available, but let's see. Yeah, in 7 months we'll be better at that. So we'll start it in 7 months if we don't forget it. If not anything takes preference over that, is what I mean. Because nothing is forgotten in the great planned economy of the TSSSR. You get the point. TSSSR. That is our president, and why is the total cohesion going down? Because there's one envoy there, probably of the Stellar Kingdom of Valeria. Yeah, it's because we really We really want to be friends with everyone. And because of that, we've sent envoys everywhere. Oh, there's that. The Crooks Coiners are cordial now, so maybe a migration treaty is coming. In time, though, in time. The Crooksians. Yeah. And we're expanding our realms. And that should be good too. So now let's build some mining stations, and then some research stations, and then continue to Tiersonia. Here we go.
Special inquiry concluded.
Very nice. And what has that? Oh, we finished an archaeological site. The aftermath of the last stand. Clearing out the storage areas, one of the workers found a small device of unknown origin. It was brought to Nadia Kuzina Leninja and turned out to be a recording device. It was badly damaged. A small snippet of dialogue was saved. Shouldn't be forgotten. Someone has to come clean and speak up for them. History may endure, but my conscience cannot. A string of data, first discarded as noise, was investigated further. It turned out to be encrypted coordinates. Peculiar. More coordinates. More coordinates, my friends. And actually, we should build some more defenses here. Even if they're getting more and more friendly, we really want to get these two in. Mirror, mirror. Strangely, the dimensional portal on Sirius Socialism Prime seems to connect to a planet which looks very much like Sirius Socialism Prime. Stranger still, there's a signal being broadcast to us through it. Put it on screen. Portal alien communication. This is Victoria Brand of the Thoughtful Socialist Soviet Republics, TSSSR. Who are you, portal aliens? Are we on the... This is a parallel dimension. No, I am Victoria Brand. Who are you? Fascinating. If what you say is true, I think this portal bridges the gap between alternate dimensions. We are both the Victoria Brand, but at some point an event must have caused our respective dimensions to diverge. Amazing. Tell us how your humans fare. Much the same as it fares in your dimension, I expect. We have spread out much through space from Earth since the discovery of the warp drive. The warp drive? We travel by hyperlanes. Hyperlanes? Perhaps discovering different types of FTL travel was the divergence point between our two universes. Does this mean you are not beset by the warp beasts? No warp beasts here. Are they a serious threat? The warp beasts assail every known civilization. Actually, the warp beasts have been in Master of Orion, eating your ships when traveling through FTL. They are a threat to all life. As far as we have determined, once warp travel reached a certain critical level in the galaxy, the warp beasts awoke and attacked. Several species we know of have already fallen, but so far we are holding them off. Sounds terrible. Can we help? Yes, we should establish an interdimensional trade treaty to strengthen both our nations for the benefit of all humans. Okay. Okay. A trade treaty. Do we know now the mirror humans and can trade with them? Is that true? And where's our ship? There's an empty science ship here. Another one, okay. What is with this empty science ship? Oh, there's Hinata Harada. Yeah, she should join this ship. Where will we send her? Maybe to the Forlorn Home system. Here we go. Do we have a contact now? Like the others? No? Where's our portal? Can we, like... Is there something to do with the portal? Or in the situation log? Drone study. The L cluster. Anomalies. Unidentified object. Where's that? In Henzedon. Oh yeah, we're going there already. It's not too bad. Where's the Najaga? Najaga station is here. Alright. I think we're gonna go for... we're building 2 defense platforms here, and that's good. And here we could build something there as well. Even though I want to somehow protect Earth a little bit better, so let's build one here. When encounter is solved, the Xi aliens, we should proceed with caution. This is getting over our head somehow. We'll investigate them though. Here we go. It's getting ever more mysterious. I cannot believe it. Comrades, we're in for more and more surprises forever out there. Oh, look, our ship has returned, thankfully, and Canadrius, at some point we'll have to attack, but not now, because we just cannot. Instead, we'll build an outpost in Lothandra and then in Lane. I think that's probably the best way to continue.
Anomalous readings detected.
Here, in OSCOM 1, the massive asteroid VA99044, we have found something. Further investigation is warranted. The research. Wow, look at that. 16 minerals. We want to get it all. We want to get it all, but it's impossible to defend then. So we have to grow a little bit in this size and of course get the L gate. Now the question is, will they dare to settle here, the Crux Coiners, and alienate the aliens here, the stagnant ascendancy? It's going to be interesting to watch that, how it gets over. And Barnard Star Prime might need something. Let's see. Alloys are always helpful. Consumer goods as well, at the moment at least. So we have more society research from jobs here. That also needs something. It would be even better here though. We have civilian industries here. So a little bit of research here would be fine. And maybe we'll use this to get to an autochthon monument. Or is there anything better that we can go for right now? Not so much. We have amenities, we have some housing. Let's go for the monument here. So they can work a little bit to make this world better, and will increase
Together
also.
we will build a brighter future.
Yeah, super solid materials. Engineering research from researchers is 20%. The production and understanding of super solids are immeasurable value to any space age civilization. And let's see what we can do here. Oh, we have so much. We could go robotic workers. We can go all of these pretty little things. And the question is what first? Mineral purification, the basic... Look, the basic strike craft would be good. We even have a bonus on that. And the robotic workers too. Even though we do not know if we want robotic workers. So, minerals from miners, not so much, interestingly. Afterburners would be very welcome, but I think it's carrier operations, as we want hangar base too. And as we don't need that right now, we want to look into the situation log again and go for the drone study. Looking for the mining drones. Looking out for the mining drones. So here we go. Landine system is fine, is developing as we want it. And that's a little bit of a luxury to get a little bit more unity and maybe society research going. We are receiving a transmission from the Mada-Ula. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Oh, look at these! Xenophile fanatic pacifists. I speak on behalf of the Mada-Ula, and I bring you greetings. Our great leader, High Queen Inanna, is very pleased to have made contact with your unique species, and we look forward to an exchange of culture and ideas. Yes, our citizens greet you in peace, of course. Where are you? Where? What? This system contains a gateway. And they've made contact through the gateway then. Whoa! This gateway or this gateway? We don't really know. We don't really know. But they might come over. Maybe to Ken Hijal. What? Do they like us or do they don't like us? I don't know. Look at that. They are a scion. They have a casus belli on just about everyone. And is a target of oh, okay. Of many casus belli. Ooh, they seem to be overwhelming, but equivalent from tech level. And they're cooperative for now. What would they want? Actually, we would like to have communications from you. And what could we give you? Minerals? Oh, they like minerals. Yeah, here you go with a couple of minerals for all of your communications, my friends. High Queen. We have to look at their. Look at that. They are an elective monarchy, so a little bit like Great Britain, right? But they're dictatorial, so they're not really Great Britannish. But they have philosophers as kings. Rulers and governors are less likely to gain negative traits, and diplomatic corps. Oh, they want to make friends. Available envoys +2, and diplomatic weight +10%. They are federation builders, but they are not in a federation because they are still controlled by a scion. They're xenophiles, trade value and available invoice goes up, and fanatic pacifist. The empire sprawl goes down dramatically and the stability goes up. They are, yeah, and what is their story? Look at them. The Dumugal, or Firstborn, have been nurtured for millennia by one of the great ancient civilizations to become their heralds on the galactic stage. The many tribes of ancient days have now unified into a single state, led by the wisest among them, the Mada-Ula, or Realm of the Shining Water. After having received the gift of FTL technology, the Firstborn are now ready to explore the stars and aid the development of the many primitive civilizations, much like they themselves have been helped by the ancients. Well, they're very friendly, and we would instantly make friendship with them if we wouldn't have to cater to these guys, maybe. So what is that? They have potential favors? I don't know. They would go for a migration treaty when using favors. When using the favor we have, we could get a migration treaty. Would we want that? I mean, in the name of peace, we would want that. But in the name of our influence, we would not want that. So we'll wait until they will offer us that thing. Oh goodness, we have met more. Oh. What? We have met Pricky Kitty in the Sol system? Are you kidding me? No, hopefully not. Hopefully not. The Pricky Kitty and the Yargian Shroompire. There's more. Look at them. Quake in fear, aliens come, for your doom approaches. The Pricky Kitty will cleanse this galaxy of every misbegotten Xeno-civilization that pollutes it with their presence. Earth shall burn. We pursue true equality. Do not stand in our way, please. Please. The Yargian Shroompire, an illuminated autocracy. We don't really like autocracies. At least they're illuminated, though. Technocrats. We are the Yagian Shroom-Pyre, minions of the wise Primus Oligarchur 1. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology, and whether you agree with these goals or not, we trust you will remain amicable neighbors. Yeah, our citizens greet you in peace. And what? More. There's more. The sacrosanct verbumulated theocratic empire and the Mormigil and the Altarnia Valina. Well met, I represent the Altarnia Valina, led by the illustrious god Empress Valatari. We rule our region of space under a divine mandate, and so long as you do not interfere in our spiritual affairs, our relations may remain cordial. Yeah, peace from our citizens. Interesting. The Mormigil, a bandit kingdom. Goodness me. Do these horrors never end? Fanatic militarists. I bring greetings from Warlord Ritana, the undisputed ruler of the Mormigil. I respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. Peace be with you, Eldar. And the sacrosanct verbumulator theocratic empire? Well met. I represent the sacrosanct verbumulator theocratic militarist empire, led by the illustrious inheritor, Apostle Eliphas. We rule our region of space under a divine mandate, and so long as you do not interfere in our spiritual affairs, our relations may remain cordial. Peace, verbumulators, and the Bikil-armed scientists. They appear to have successfully translated our language. And here they are. Greetings. I have been chosen by Director General Medizak to represent the Bikil-armed scientists in all diplomatic dealings with your people. We strive to unlock the full potential of technology, and you would do well not to interfere with our pursuit of knowledge. And more militarists. Citizens greet you in peace. And the gardeners of the dream flower. What? Does this never end? Have we now knowledge of the whole galaxy? Very interesting. Hey, gardeners. Okay, they are not gardeners. They will make us into soil, I fear. Quake in fear, aliens come, for your doom approaches. The gardeners of the Dreamflower will cleanse this galaxy of every misbegotten plant civilization that pollutes it with their presence. Earth shall burn. Do not stand in our way, because we pursue true equality. And the dominion of Kral? I bring greetings. Oh, another bandit kingdom. Oh, why not? From Supreme Overlord Kagok, the undisputed ruler of the dominion of Kral. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. Yeah, we greet you in peace. And the Antomaton Swarm. Why not? We sense the presence of prey. Prey, know that we are your hunters. The biomass of the human species will fuel the growth of the Antomaton Swarm. Struggle if you must, it will not change the outcome. All right. Do not... peace be with you, Antomatons. Oh, goodness me. Look at these. They seem to be very dangerous. The Antomaton Swarm no less. Let's hope they just attack each other, right? And the Albanian remnant will protect us all from these madnesses. How have the Mada Ullah survived so long? That is the real question in this cursed neighborhood. Let's have a look at them. Let's have a look at them. Wow. One by one, eh? Let's start. Oh, and there's something more here. Look at that. Let's look at them first. The Yondar protectors. At least some protectors. Lethargic leadership and empire in decline, of course. They are holy guardians. And do they have a story? Not really. They are psionic conformists and natural physicists with an alpine preference. They are the overlords of Mada Ullah. And unable to protect them because they're at the other end of the galaxy. Great stuff. There's the Dominion of Kral that have or have not been at war with the Yagian Shroom-Pyre. Really, and they border the Crookscoin Corporation. Interesting. Let's take one step so we can see some hyperlanes, but nothing here is visible yet. only of them. Well, the Gardeners of the Dreamflower. What is their story? A Purity Order. By Lady Purifier Belladonna Linnaeus. What a nice name, and what a bad mood. Suspicious. Yeah, I would call that suspicious. The Eldar Empire was one of the greatest... Oh, look, they are venerable agrarian slow breeders and unruly. Fanatic purifiers and exalted priesthood. So they have more priests. Let's see what their story is. The Eldar Empire was one of the greatest the galaxy had ever seen, and many thousands of years ago it fought the Cybrics for dominion over the entire galaxy. So fierce were the battles that both empires were greatly weakened, and when the lesser powers of the galaxy banded together they managed to defeat them both. The Gardeners are one fragment of that ancient empire. Okay, so more elves are out there. Their homeworld was an artificially constructed paradise that functioned as a resort world, and the Gardeners are the descendants of the tourists and staff. They have, however, forgotten their past, or perhaps their memory of it has been twisted beyond recognition. They are a highly religious society and believe they have been ordained by the divine to save the galaxy by riding of the demons that have corrupted it, other species, and turning every planet back into a beautiful paradise full of only plants, I guess. Then let's look at the altar, at the prickly kitty, maybe. They have no history, but they have fanatic purifiers with cutthroat politics. I see. There's the cutthroat politics behind them. They're industrious, solitary, and decadent. Oddly. Now the Altarnia Valina. Are they also? They're another part of this. Look, they have a tomb world. Remnants, they are venerable, talented, quick learners, non-adaptive slow breeders with an imperial cult and cutthroat politics. Truly beautiful neighbors. So, we've had the Eldar Empire, they fought the Cybrics, and the Altarni Valina is the closest thing to a true heir to the ancient Eldar Empire, though much diminished. Irador was the old capital, and though it is but a relic of its old glory, the ancient ruins are still a sight to behold. Oh, they are living on a relic world then. Now the High Eldar now rediscovered FTL and are ready to retake their rightful place among the stars. Led by God Empress Valatari and the Bikil armed scientists here. Oof, they look a little bit terrible, I have to say. Let's see. They're mechanists and they have a technocratic warrior culture. Fanatic materialist militarists. What is their story? The Bikilon evolved from scarcity. From scarcity they learned to be sharp. First they learned to take what resources they could from each other. Later they learned to build up fast. And they learned to treasure their resources in order to minimize their time. Under the harsh light of day they learned automation faster than any other empire. They're intelligent natural engineers, conservationists, weak and decadent. Oh, led by the Director General Medizak. And then we have the Sacrosanct Verbumlators. They're belligerent already. Okay. Theocratic dictatorship with an exalted priesthood and cutthroat politics. Everybody seems to have cutthroat politics here. Prosperous unification. They are intelligent, charismatic, strong. Wow, impressive. But wasteful and slow breeders. The life of a verbumlator is a simple one. You wake up in the morning, you say your daily prayers, eat your breakfast, say your prayers, go to your mandatory military job, say your prayer, engage in combat with your fellows, say your prayers, meet with your high priest, say your prayer, go home, say your prayer, eat your dinner, say your prayer, and go to bed. With lush forests, blue rivers, and countless other beauties, Monarchia is a beautiful world, a continental though. Surprisingly, despite verbulatorian wastefulness, Monarchia seemingly has infinite resources. Maybe Monarchia is a special planet. Maybe it's just pure luck. According to verbumlators, it's due to being gods and chosen ones. Or gods' chosen ones. Whatever the truth, Monarchia provides for the verbumulators. Secret history, or how true God saved us, tells the story of verbumulators, how they suffered by tyrants whose name are no longer remembered. Tyrants used verbumulators as gladiators, test subjects, and all kinds of slaves. However, one day they overthrew that tyranny, and their true history has now maybe been forgotten. Then, okay, we have the Automaton Swarm. They have no real backstory, but they are agrarian, industrious, natural sociologists, fleeting and repugnant. A devouring swarm that is ascetic. Probably working together relentlessly and with incredible amounts of population. I mean, 80. Whoa, and the Momigil? Void dwellers, they are a bandit kingdom. Also from the Eldar. Venerable natural engineers and void dwellers, quarrelsome and unruly. Barbaric despoilers, so they can raid and steal other people. And with a warrior culture, of course. Fanatic militarists and xenophobes. So no friends. So they also fought the Cybrics. They're part of the remaining empire. The Mormegal or Black Sword is one of the several heirs of the ancient Eldar Empire. They're a bandit kingdom that has adapted to dwelling in space habitats and will terrorize anyone within its reach. Ooh. So, last... no, the one before last. Kral. The Dominion of Kral. They look really terrible. They're also a bandit kingdom of hegemonic imperialists, warrior culture and barbaric despoilers. They have a lot of people there. And a prosperous unification. They are the Kral. Very strong, talented, resilient, quarrelsome and unruly. By Mr. K. Take up the ritual blade, drive it deep into your flesh. Watch the ichor fall, green and hot upon the cold stone altar. Feel the pain rip through you. Know it, embrace it, master it. For if you cannot conquer the workings of your own body, how then do you expect to conquer your enemy on the field of battle? Yeah, very good friends. I'm surprised they haven't come over and said hello yet. And the Yagian Shrumpire, the illuminated octocracy, their technocracy and warrior culture. Let us see. Oh, they have a lot of story. They're industrious, charismatic, quarrelsome, and sedentary, as mushrooms are. The history of the Yagian Shrumpire is written down in the ancient libraries of Birth of Gorklas, their homeworld. The tales say that their people were once upon a time warring with each other day after day. Hundreds of clans fought for dominance, defeating and absorbing one another. As the ages went by, 7 clans rose above the rest, becoming leading forces within the political realms and directing ever-growing armies in the battle for dominance. But then the Shroom rose, a powerful warrior who gathered a band of fighters and quickly rose to prominence. His name was Gorklas, and one day this world would be named in his honor. His skill in combat was great, but his strongest weapon was his sharp mind. Historical accounts speak of his grand conquest, of how he played the different clans against each other, all while amassing power. He supported research and science, philosophy and wisdom, and raised a generation of warriors and wise shrooms. Soon what had once been a war band under his personal banner had grown to rival the greatest of clans, and his skill had gained him the respect of 5 of the 7 clans. They joined him, uniting their clans for the first time, to form a true nation, and soon defeated the remaining 2. Whoa. Well, so we've met our fine and beautiful neighbors. We'll try to make friends with Amada Ullah one day, but not with others, I fear. And other than that, we're looking out for the alien hives in this. We'll see what we can do in the future. Hopefully expand a little, and I don't know, somehow the Crooks Coin Corporation now seems friendly now that we've met other people. So have a great time until next time, and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Can signing out. See you soon, my friends, and happy gaming.